Hello Sagittarius, this is Grand Madam with your general reading. I'm using the Dark Goddess deck and the Energy Oracle deck. I've already laid down some cards for the pre-shuffle, but the pre-shuffle looks like it's turning into a reading for you. Keep in mind this is a general reading, meaning that it will not hit all Sagittarians, but it will hit those who need to hear it the most. Now some of you may get bits and pieces of it that hit you, or can be relatable, that resonate with you, while others, it may not hit at all. For those under the star sign Sagittarius, who it does not hit, check your moon, your ascendant. If you're a male, check your Mars. If you're a female, check your Venus. And to find out what sign they're in. And then check out the other videos that correspond directly to that sign. Now, Sagittarius, straight off the bat, looking at your reading, I have from the Dark Goddess deck, Gaia, Creation. From the Energy Oracles, the Magician and the Mirror. And Goddess of the Moon. And I'm going to read them just like that. Sagittarius, masculines and feminines and non-binaries. Somebody put a whammy on you, dear hearts. What does that mean? Someone worked some serious moon magic on you. And that was not a good thing. I have the card of creation. As you saw, that was Gaia. That's activity. That's trying to make things happen. The magician in the mirror is someone who uses the elements of the atmosphere, earth, air, fire, water, and the goddess of the moon. Somebody was working magic. You were in a situation where they actually used magic, and they used it not to enhance you, but they used it against you, dear. And that's probably why you were in a world of confusion, and you just could not take a step forward. You were stuck for months. That's why. And yes, that stuff does work. It can be done with words. It can be done with candles. I even hear graveyard dust. It can be done with gossip. It can be done with whispering in the ear of some of the higher ups that you work for or you depend on, and saying manipulative things about you. All right? And Spirit says it can even be put in writing. But unless you know what you're looking at, dear Sag, you would not know this. Spirit just told me some of you were aware, but it didn't faze you for some reason. You thought you were, what? What, Spirit? Some of you who were very aware of magical things were actually told that when you discovered the props, you were told that that magic was for their protection and from someone else. That's how they got you. They did it right in your face. And the person who did this, I have the card of coercion, the message of Eris Kegel. This is the same person that used emotional blackmail to keep you stuck. If you don't give me what I want, I'm going to create a scene. If you don't stay with me, I'll kill myself. That's the person. In some kind of way, when the magic, you fought it off, probably before you discovered it was you who were being infected, you finally got the strength to walk away. Now that you've walked away, you're getting yourself back. But be patient. This is the card of patience, and this is your card, Sagittarius. This is in the Rider-Waite deck, this is the Temperance deck. Don't go jumping off half-cocked in either direction. Take some time with yourself to heal from this, to make sure your head, heart, and spirit are clear from this before you do anything new or try to renew anything. Because the goddess Kalek teaches you endurance, which tells me you're going to have to work through that emotionally, financially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You're going to have some type of cleansing, and even when your prayers are going up, you are still going to be experiencing some of the after effects, some of the confusion, some of the self-doubt. And for some of you, you were actually made sick. And that's where Ngana comes from. She comes in with a message of health. If some of you have gone to the doctors for a full checkup because you have not been feeling well, because you've had tremendous weight loss, and the doctors can't find anything, it's going to be best for you to just rest and rejuvenate yourself. That means take your time with your meditations, take your spiritual baths, and get your prayers, chants, and get that in place. Do it devotionally, like a devotion. Do it every day, because you're also going to have to build your own spiritual protective circle around yourselves and your other loved ones. Because when they attacked, they didn't just attack you, they attacked those who you love also. And that includes your mama, who may live 3,000 miles away. Okay? Now, you will have victory from this, but it's going to be hard. It's going to take some energy. So you really don't have the energy right now to start anything new, because you're still trying to heal. You're trying to clear yourself, and you're trying to heal from that situation, which was a caring connection. Somebody you love did this to you for selfish reasons. For selfish reasons. Okay? And here we have, this seems to be for Sagittarian masculines. The health card underneath the health card is the man holding the coin. They did it because they wanted your money. The man holding the coin corresponds in the Rider-Waite deck to Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, especially Capricorn. This is a person who's an entrepreneur, someone who knows how to make money, and someone who knows how to handle money. And right now, you're ready to expand. You have the world at your feet. In this card, the world is above you. You're standing out on the pier looking up at it like it was a big blue ball. But you're not exactly sure because which direction you want to go in, because here looks like an eclipse. Be patient and just stand still. I know that's hard for you. But to stand still, Sag, for a little while until you get clarity. You've got clarity on the situation. Now you have to get clarity on what to do next. Okay? Go into a meditation and ask, point blank, what's next? And now, I'm going to pull these cards just like this. The angel of love is here to restore a closed heart. Call on the angel of love because your heart's been closed. Just go into prayer. For some of you, pray. Others can chant to Oshun. Others chant to Lakshmi. Ask for the angel of love to help you heal a closed heart. And you closed your heart because it was broken. Okay? You want to take off and run on a journey. Make sure you have your health intact first. That is very important, especially for you Sag masculines over 35, Sag females over 35, because with a heart situations are just that. They can create heart problems, and one heart problem is hypertension. Before you take your journey, check with your doctor. You did not feel appreciated in that relationship because you were not appreciated in that relationship. That person you were with, or those people who surrounded you, including family members, wanted you to be your generous self, your giving self. But when it came time for them to give you, for some of you, they were nowhere to be. Those people that you had given so much to were nowhere to be found. For others, all you got back from them when you asked for love, when you asked for a small token even of appreciation, good God, Spirit said they cursed you out. I was getting ready to say just gave you attitude, but Spirit said somebody got cursed out. And now here's the deceit. They lied when they said they loved you. And you lied to yourself when you thought you could win them over. Spirit saying some of you were dragged into third-party relationships. And that person simply lied. You thought you were the one. And some of you Sag male, I'm going back on the Sag male, that you have egos the size of Texas. I can hear it now. You know I'm the best man for you. We won't go there. We won't go there. And now this is what I find most interesting. Which way should I read this? Because that person with the emotional blackmail who lied to you, they had a team to work on you. Here's the card of community, meaning family and friends. They took actions against you. Who you thought were your friends, your mutual friends with this person, they were not your friends, they were their friends. And they actually helped with some of the manipulations you went through. Okay? And why? Because you had blossoming abundance. You are a rising star or an emerging star, whichever. You've got money coming to you. You've got prestige coming to you. You've got glory coming to you. And they wanted to attach themselves to your coattails. But now, you are standing at the door of spirit. And some of that spirit has reached out to pull you in through that door. That comes from your prayers and meditations. These are if you're into Christianity, this is your God, this is your angels, these are your protectors. For others, these are your spiritual guides, these are your ancestors, here to help you and pull you out of the hole that someone else has put you into. They're pulling you out on the hole and putting you on a different path. And that path seems to be the door to romance, which is another reason to get your health right. You haven't walked through that door yet because you got your heart under lock and key. Saggies, you cannot walk through a door to romance with a closed heart. That means you're just emotionally unavailable and just out for the sex. And people notice that. That can create even more conflict. See, you're still all tied up here with confusion. Continue your spiritual baths and your meditation to clear your mind of the situation. Archangel Michael is here to help you with your first chakra, your root chakra, which is where all matters of money, sex, and other material things has been clogged up. Some of you have shut down and shut off sex altogether because of this hurt with this person. And some of you are like serial monogamous. One relationship after another relationship and after another, and they all fail. They failed because you never took time to heal from the first one. So you might be 10 relationships down the road still going through the same changes you went with the first one. That's because you did not learn your lesson, whatever it was. Each relationship is different. But when you don't give yourself time to heal, which is like a year minimum, a year, not 2 months, a year minimum. I personally personally, for me, it takes 2 years to clear myself completely. So I don't want to hear about you jumping into another relationship 2 months down the road after you're not clear from this last relationship. And from someone who is working roots on you, working magic, hoodoo, you do, or whatever do, voodoo too, you're definitely not clear in 2 months. So, call on Archangel Michael to get you cleared from that stuff. Because it's dominant. It was the first cards, the first three cards that came out in this reading. Because you are on your way to cornucopia. You're on your way. But before you do anything, you must clear yourself out. And right now, Saggies, I'm so proud of you. Some of you are coming up with a plan. This is the strategy card in the Energy Oracle deck. Somebody's got a plan, a whole new life plan. But before you execute, I'm going back again. Check with your doctors. And your life plan is for a happy family. So some of you are looking to be married and to start a family. Those of you who already have a family, you need a plan to figure out how to restore it after dealing with this person. Others of you who are in the family who were married to the emotional blackmailer have to figure out and have to plan how they are going to maneuver through the family to keep the family intact or happy and stable without the emotional blackmailer. Here we have the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. You are beginning to see things, maybe out the corners of your eyes, or maybe just straight up see things that others cannot see. Some of you are beginning to have visions, and that is your spiritual awakening occurring. Okay. Raphael here, fourth chakra angel, is here to help unblock your heart. As I said before, you cannot go into another relationship unless you unblock your heart first. And wherever there is Archangel Raphael, wherever there's a blocked heart chakra, there's going to be a blocked second chakra, sacral chakra. That is the seat of the emotions, but that card has not come up yet. For some of you feeling weak, call on the angel of strength. Or if you don't believe in angels, just go into your meditation and just say the words strength, 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 over and over again until you feel strong. Do that every day or every time you feel yourself weakening, because the reason that you're feeling so weak is because you are expecting another storm to hit. More than likely with the person who does the emotional blackmail. Yeah. And here's the card of hostilities. They're coming back to give your life more hell. And the bottom line to that entire relationship, Saggies, males and females, masculines and feminines and non-binaries, was that person who you were rolling around in bed with envied you. They wanted to be you. They wanted the status you had. They wanted the money you had. They want the outlook you have. This is the type of person who feels empty inside, who feels they have nothing to offer, and they don't, because they do not love themselves. They may have the appearance of being a grande dame or the prettiest thing on the Instagram or the handsomest thing, but it's shallow. They have not taken the time to develop themselves. They have a hell of an image. The image is to die for. The image is like the best of the best. I am the best of the best when it comes into appearance. But watch how they do things. What do others who know them have to say about them? Spirit said they can't be trusted. That tells you something right there. They put up a false front. And it's a very thorough false front. But the whole thing, the whole purpose of your relationship with that person, their reason for attaching themselves to you is that you were going up and they were not. So instead of building or doing what is necessary, that's a little lazy too. Instead of for them doing what is necessary to build their career, to build their reputation, to raise their status, and for some of you to raise their vibration in the spiritual community, they latched on to you. They attach themselves to you. I am nothing without you, is what they believe about themselves, but they will tell you, you are nothing without me. Where would you be without me? Mind games. And that's envy. Now, some of you you've hit hard times with financial constraints. You will make that money up as soon as you're free from that person. How and why? The universe will give you that. All that you lost with that person will be restored. Okay? As soon as you completely cut them out of your life. Here is the Sun card. This is the happiness card. This is the joy card. This is the success card. Okay? So, this is the love card. You have everything you ever wanted is coming to you as soon as you release yourself from the wrong person. That's your reading, Sagittarius. This is Grand Madam, sending you much love.